And if you do, have you ever had a spooky experience on set?
Not in just normal life, just on spooky experience on set?
Well, or in general too,
Okay.
do you believe in it?
I've never had a spooky experience on set. I'd like to say it's been a long time, it's been a while. I would like to say yes, I do. I believe that there are other things that we are unaware of, that we can't really see, or we can't really gain access to. I think, here's something fun. I am a major sleep talker when I sleep. I don't just sleep talk. Like, I'll have full on normal, just like this voice. I'll be sleeping, I'll be dead silent, and I'll be like, oh yeah, you just take that thing over there, cut the orange this way, it'll be fantastic. I'll just say that. Huh? So I've sometimes gotten up in my sleep and been talking. Grab the blanket, and I'm standing here with the blanket in my hands. I'm like, what am I doing? The reason I'm telling you this is that I've had dreams where I'm talking to my grandfather who's passed away, or other people, other things, weird, strange things where I've had moments between sleep and awake where I am talking and I see them until I realized that I was sleepwalking. So I have come to believe that I feel like, our sleep state, we go in our dream world, I think we kind of go somewhere and we almost kind of tap into certain things. And I think that that's part of what that is. I think some of what I'm doing is potentially almost there, and then I kind of just wake up and I'm no longer, the antenna isn't in the cloud anymore or something. Oh my God, Chase is so crazy, talking about this and that, sleeping and demons and dreams.
I didn't want to.
This is like the con where I talk about that, right? Everybody's all for that.
That's not happening.
I remember when I was really young, my grandfather had this little dog, her name was Chingus, this little white dog. And when I was young, eventually the dog was old when I was young, so eventually the dog passed away. And I remember when I was a little older, just wandering around out there on his property, and feeling like when I was young, I would see the dog or hear the dog, and there would be a dog, but the spirit of the dog was still there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I 100%. Shit is creepy, man. I believe you.
Cool. Yeah. Creepy. Thank you.
Hello. My question is, how do you deal with rejecting in the acting career? Also, will you be singing I Hope You're Happy from Blue October?
What a great question. The answer to the first one is, how do I handle rejection from auditioning? Well, these days, you gotta really, let me answer you. The answer to your second question is yes, I'll be playing that, but I'm only planning to play it in my acoustic jam, which is tomorrow before the concert. Come check it out, please. You can go buy tickets at the registration or whatever. And come to the concert, please. We're playing, all these songs I'm playing, all my originals and stuff. I got a brand new song I've never played live yet. Please come listen. Very excited for it. But we're doing an acoustic jam, and I'll be playing that there. And then the answer to your first question is rejection with acting. Just like kind of rejection with a lot of things, it's tough. You have to train your mind, you have to train your heart, you have to train yourself to just kind of, you're going in, audition is part of the job. You audition and then you move on. You move on with your life. You forget. You don't think about it anymore. So much easier said than done. Especially when you're memorizing an 8-page thing and you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of prep time, and you're like, oh my God, that was just a great, awesome experience, and then you never hear about it ever again. You just have to accept that. You have to accept that this audition might be all that I do with this. And that's the majority of everything. Out of the 10,000, I'm gonna book one. And so you gotta really just train yourself to just, it is what it is, moving on to the next. And luckily, you'll get a call. By the way, you got a call back, or by the way, you have an offer on the table for blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that. That's when you're doing it right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Who was your favorite Michelson, including Haley, and why?
Who was my favorite Michelson, including Haley, and why? My favorite Michelson, including... Well, I said Elijah earlier. Elijah is my favorite Michelson. And I can't wait for Daniel Gillies on Sunday. Is that your question?
Why?
Why is Elijah my favorite? I don't know. I like the way that especially in the beginning, when Elijah was first introduced in the Vampire Diaries, like how menacing he was. You remember that whole scene where he picked up the coins and he threw them at the window? That was so cool. I was like, dude, this guy is so cool, man. Look at that. Just takes quarters, breaks windows, zero given. Yeah, I think I don't know. I just like his character. I like the way Daniel portrayed him. I like the way he has his candor, his speech, you know, and then who he is. He's dangerous, but he's still got this sensitive center. They all do, right? So does Klaus. That answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
My question is, if there was a musical episode of the originals, what song would you want to sing?
I'll probably sing White Snake, Here I Go Again. Instead of dying, I just leave. Like, here I go again on my own. And it'd be like a shot, I'd be driving off in a convertible Corvette, top down, hair blowing in the wind, Ray-Bans on, sunset. Did they, Supernatural did a lot of that, right? Like where they did like 80 songs and stuff, and like, I saw some of that sometime. I think I saw like the Journey and stuff and all that. I was like, what is going on in this show? Crazy. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Why did we do that? So we don't have 22 seasons to get there. Oh, sorry, I was 35. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Who do you think would win in a fight? Your character from the originals versus Derek Hale from Teen Wolf?
Me, of course. That's the question.
Why do you think that?
I just don't. Because I'm biased, I'm sorry.
Well, your character has to kill somebody to trigger their...
But I had the moonlight rings. Yeah. So once I had that, remember we could tap into the strength and the power no matter what. I would need that, I guess. But I don't know if that, because that world and universe, they don't have the same rules, right? For their stuff. Yeah. Even though they're both wolves. Werewolves. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I just wanted to know, it's kind of like a two-part question. Like how long did you know that you wanted to be an actor before you started to pursue it? And did you ever picture yourself doing something like this?
So I played music before acting. I played music in early high school in bands and stuff, played through college, and then I got really tired and annoyed with how the band was going. Like people just not wanting to go to practice, or just wanting to get drunk or something, or just not practice, whatever, just not doing anything. And so I just decided, you know what? I had been doing talent shows. I do like Braveheart speeches and coffee house talent shows and stuff growing up. But I'd never done like real acting. I didn't really have the opportunity. So then when that was happening in college, I remember being like, you know what? I want to like try this thing I've never done that I've always been thinking about, where it's just me, it's not a band, acting. So I literally walked over to the local community theater in Monroe, Louisiana, auditioned for Little Shop of Horrors. Son, be a dentist. Son, be a dentist. Anyone? No?
Yeah.
Look it up, it's good. Rick Moranis, Steve Martin in the film, original film. And then that was like 16 years ago or something, 17 years ago. So, and now it's been 16 years, 17 years. And I'm doing both. It's funny because then as soon as I started doing the acting, I like kind of put music aside, and I just really did acting all through New York for 7 years. Moved to LA. A little bit, almost a year later, the originals. So I'm getting to your second part of your question. Then the originals, about a year on the originals, then the first convention in Jersey. I had no clue what that was about. My manager's like, hey, there's this thing, I want you to come up here and sign autographs, photos, whatever. I'm like, they want me to go do that? Yeah. I'm like, they like know me or something? Yeah. I'm like, okay. And I did it, and when I showed up, that's when, I don't know who was there. I sang Smells Like Teen Spirit karaoke. My shirt fell off of my body somehow. just falls off sometimes. I don't know what happens, it just happens. Yeah, and then here I am now, like, it's been 6 or 7 years, I guess, right? It's like 6 or 7 years since that happened, since that first one. But yeah, so now to answer your question, since the convention, the music has very much come back, and now I'm just doing this. Now music took over during the pandemic, because acting was like, nothing was really going on. So then I went all virtual concerts and stuff. At Chase R. Coleman, social media. I got songs up there, go check it out. Check them out, they're cool. Got a Patreon. Chase R. Coleman. You're welcome. Hello.
Hi, my name is Gia, and I was wondering if you could be any other character from the Vampire Diaries, who would you be?
So just the Vampire Diaries?
Yeah.
I mean, Damon's obviously my favorite. I really like Enzo, though. I like the bad guys. I like the bad guys. Answer your question? Did you ask why?
Yeah.
Well, I said I like the bad guys, but yeah, because they're like villains. Oh, they're just fun to play. It's fun to smile and do something really bad. You know?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
So my question is, if you could write or change the finale of the original, what would you change it to?
As soon as they were about to do that last thing together, I would instead have Oliver come out of the door and be like, hey guys, I'm back. Listen, you don't have to do this. We could all be together. And we can keep going for 35 seasons, just like Supernatural. That's probably what I would have done. You're welcome. Probably not really that entertaining. If I did that, right?
I watched it.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, my name's Amanda.
Hello, Amanda.
Hi. My question is, what's the last show you binge watched?